Cash sweepstakes.
Welcome back. I had to adjust my shades. So
there was just one thing that I wanted to say about the passing of President Bush, was that the transition of power between Bush, who became a one-term president because Clinton beat him, and Clinton was really beautiful to witness, and it's a transition that I think a lot of other presidencies model off of. And he wrote President Clinton a letter. He said, "I wish you great happiness here," meaning at the White House. "I never felt the loneliness some presidents have described." And then ultimately he said, "Your success now is our country's success. I am rooting hard for you." And so to say that about someone who beat him really says a lot. It means, you know, that's how we're supposed to do it in this country.
Well, it is. It's all about the, you know, like I don't remember when, you know, it became us and them.
Yeah.
You know, I remember that, you know, people like Tip O'Neill or your dad would be talking to Teddy Kennedy, and they would be going back and forth, but it was always for the betterment of the country.
Yeah.
And now I'm saddened by this idea that we have to keep pointing these things out.
Well, didn't it start when Goodrich had that Contract on America thing, and it was all about divisiveness? I believe that was the tipping point. It began then.
Yeah.
Can we give a quick shout out though to Sully the dog? Oh, George H.W. Bush's dog.
That's a nice picture.
I mean, the picture explains it all, but what a big part of his life he was, and he's with him till the end, obviously.
And I'm told he's going to be helping other vets make transitions, and that's an amazing thing. So yesterday, I was in Washington, D.C.
Yes.
In a beaded sort of gown thing with feathers and stuff. Not this quiet.
Do you have a picture?
I don't think we're allowed to put the pictures out until they air the thing. Okay. But so I was asked to speak to Cher because she got the Kennedy Center honor yesterday, along with Philip Glass, Reba McEntire, and oh my goodness, see, this is what happens when your brain goes. The guys from Hamilton, Lin-Manuel, and there is an amazing jazz man whose name I don't want to forget, and then I did.
Okay.
It'll come to me.
All right.
Or not. But it was amazing. One, because it was all music. It was all musicians this time, and I don't think I've seen that before. You usually see it's writers and musicians and dancers. It's all musicians. And it was really something. You know, Esapatha Murkison did this amazing reading of a Philip Glass piece that was just, you're just kind of like, yeah, I want to be you when I grow up. I mean, and Cyndi Lauper doing, want to share it was extraordinary, and so it comes on the day after Christmas.
Yes.
And you'll have to check your local listings, because if you wait for me, you know I'm not going to remember.
The jazz guy is Wayne Short.
Wayne Short. This man, during his tribute, when you listen to all the stuff that he's played on and all the people he's played with, his eyes were brimming, and my eyes started brimming. Because it's one of the things that the Kennedy Center honors do. It honors excellence in the United States, which is great. And so, not for nothing, but I will just say, don't forget Charlie Pride. Okay? That's all.
You've been trying to get that for a while.
Because I think he reaches all the criteria, you know, and this was a man who by himself sort of dragged lots of folks into country music, and he did it kind of by himself as this black guy, and people were like, oh, hello. So I think he's deserving, but I'm sure there are many people who are. But I just believe that Charlie is one.
Pretty iconic country singer.
I think so too.
I mean, I love Cher. Her play, the play about Cher's life, is opening up tonight. I'm going to go to that. But also, you know, I have the Hamilton soundtrack on a constant loop in my car. My kids and I sing to it. And just when I saw some of the pictures from the Kennedy Center honors, I thought Lin-Manuel literally read about Hamilton and dreamt up this masterpiece. I mean, I just that kind of
Heights and other
but that kind of artists and artistry, it should be honored.
Because not only does it teach us in such a creative way about history, because I didn't know nearly as much about Hamilton until I saw the production, but also inspires young kids to get into the arts and into music. That's why, I mean, that show is
in schools, in the arts programs, just drives me crazy because it's such an outlet. As you know, Whoopi knows my daughter's a creative person.
And I know for myself. I know because, you know, Helena Rubinstein threw a lot of money into my neighborhood for the arts. And I was able to get into programs over at the Hudson Guild because she endowed this thing. And she was, you know, people who support the arts, you know, you can look at your kids and say, well, that will never happen to you. But look at me. Anything is possible. If it happened for me, anything is possible. We'll be back.